My name is Merete. This is going to be an episode with shawls. I make some short ones in English because I have already made a lot of episodes about shawls in Norwegian. So what I want with this is to inspire you to knit shawls, and I will try to remember as much as possible about the different shawls and the designs. I will put links to the projects in the text box below, so you can go into my Ravelry account and find out how much yarn I used, what kind of yarn it was, and how much I used. Some of these patterns are in English and some are not, but I just show you what I have. I have knitted a lot, I use them a lot, and I really enjoy making them. And as I told you in the previous shawl episode, I think shawls are very easy. It doesn't have to be easy, but many of them are rather easy to carry around. It's easy to make it fit to myself because it's not as difficult as a cardigan, hat and so on. So I really like my shawls. And I like different shapes. Some are made in wool, some in merino, some in, well, you will see different kinds, but I like a variation of all these. And the first shawl I want to show you today is a shawl by Eli, who's a Norwegian woman living in London, and she is, as a designer, she calls herself Skeindeer Knits, and she also has a really nice YouTube channel with a podcast that I really enjoy. So I have made two of these, and this is the Lysning shawl, and this is in English for sure. This is actually difficult to see what is the wrong and the right side. It's lace, but still it's garter. This is not very big because I made it in it's only one thread, so single ply. It's the only Norwegian merino you can get. It is called line, and it is super soft and nice, and this is something I can also have in the summer if it's a little bit cold, like it sometimes is where I'm now. So Lysning with a nice pattern. I have made two of these, and the other one is in hand-dyed vilje. That is a lamb's wool from Hillesvåg that I have dyed myself. The yarn is thicker, and then the shawl of course is bigger. When I use hand-dyed yarn, the yarn and the pattern somehow fight about the attention. So the pattern is much more visible when I use a natural white like this. So that's something you have to think about when you choose yarn. If there's a lot of things going on in the lace or in the chart, you shouldn't have too much going on in the yarn. I have knitted a shawl that I have used a lot, and the pattern was not released as far as I know. It's a Norwegian designer called Strikkelisa. She had a summer mystery and I knitted it, and I'm so happy for it, but I never found it given out or published like a pattern that you can buy now. This is wool mice yarn. As you can see, it changes from a rather simple start. It's just knit and purl, and then it gradually turns into lace, and lace only. And this hand-dyed German wool mice yarn is a merino that's very soft. And these colors, I love them. I want to show you some of my Stephen West shawls. I have knitted more, but some of them are gone. But these are what I have here. And then I think I'll start with the dotted race. That's a really easy pattern when you understand how it works. Stephen West has a lot of crazy, fun patterns, and I think that my best advice would be just do what he says, if you understand what he says, of course, and he has some videos also telling you or showing you how to do it. I have experienced some people not really getting how to do the German short rows here, and there are some rays of dots. It's like German short rows where you just make the holes bigger. You're not supposed to hide them. Maybe that is not a German short rows, that is short rows, I'm sorry. So to explain a little bit, you don't knit this part very many times, but you expand this part. And something I do when I knit this is that I use stitch markers, so I always know where I turned last time, so I make sure I don't miss where I was, because the turning is very crucial. I have more of these. This was made in a sock yarn from the Norwegian hand dyer Ulltøsene. I even had two kind of two different versions of the same color, but it doesn't matter. And this is made with baby alpaca fine, wasn't it? Baby silk from Du Store Alpaca. It's like a strawberry and chocolate dotted race. This was a leftover yarn project, so I used what I had least in the beginning, and then I used the brown at the end because I had a lot of that. So there are many ways you can use this pattern with. You can make stripes, different kind of stripes, and you can make it big or not so big depending on what you want. I have another one that I have made from I just have to check my notes, there were so many things. Hot socks tweed. I usually use nice sock yarn for nice shawls instead of socks. These colors are more blending. And because it's tweed, it is also a bit, it's a more dull in a way, but it's very classical and fine, as I say about many of these. This is new, I have never used it before, and I think maybe I'll give it away. Then I have some exploration station, or only one, sorry, I'm mixing up the names here. I have an exploration station in Fortuna's sock yarn, that's a Norwegian hand dyer. I think I need to show you more like a close-up. This has almost the same like the dotted race as a part of it. Brioche, and then the waves at the end. I think maybe this is the prettiest shawl I have ever made, and I'm almost a bit afraid of using it because if I forgot this somewhere I would be so sorry. It is not difficult, you just do what he says, and he has some videos with the techniques, so this is not impossible. I have not knitted his new pattern, so all these are old, I'm sorry. Then we have the Vertices Unite, and I have made it in different versions. This is the one I think I've used most. This is different leftover yarns from Wollmeise and, well, I'm not sure, Wollmeise mostly, I think. So when you knit this, you start here. You knit this one, then you pick up, well, now as I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure, I think this one is the next. So you knit in different directions, then you have to pick up and increase for this part, and then you kind of knit into this part, and then you pick up and knit. It's like a puzzle, typical Stephen West, very nice, and it is an I-cord at the end. I've used this a lot. It is not very deep, so I can use it inside if it's in the winter time. I tried to do different versions, and the first one I made was in Finul, and I didn't get pattern right, so I had a mistake going on here, but I just did what Stephen West had kind of told me, how to just pick up and mix, and it turned out okay, but the angles don't meet. Well, this is Finul and PT2 in a colorful mix. I also tried it in alpaca yarn that is brushed and very soft. This is Vertices from the Stor Alpaca. Big and nice, and you can really play with colors, like you can do in all his shawls. And my funniest shawl from his designs is the Doodler. I'm not sure how to show you. In a way, it's like dotted race, but another variation. This is a bit like dotted race, but then there's a lace pick up at the end, and there are waves in a way, and even something strange going on some places. I'm sorry, I'm talking without showing my face, if you read my lips. This is very big. Because the yarn was thicker than in the pattern, I had to treat a little bit at the end, because when I did this braid, the yarn was too thick. I could not, it was impossible to make the braid, so I just stopped making the braid at the end. And how to use this? Well, I can take it like this. I'm sorry to say I haven't used it a lot, but it's so nice, and it's almost like it could be, oh, that was the wrong side, just hanging somewhere, looking good. Well, take a look at my notes. I also have a British designer, Marina Skua, that's her design name. This is a peroque shawl. I know that I did one mistake somewhere. Don't look for it. And I'll get a little bit closer. It's a triangular shaped shawl. This is made in quite thick yarn, so it's a little bit heavy, but very nice and extremely soft. It's made in Lana Gatto, Alpaca Superfine, and Mondial Setoso Merino blend. That's an Italian yarn. I don't think they produce anymore. This is very nice for the winter or for a cold summer evening. And the techniques are not difficult, and you only knit with one thread at a time, so even though it looks like there may be two. I have another one I want to show you, and that is the Jonsok-leik, meaning the midsummer play in a way. And Tori Seierstad is the designer, and this has a shape that is almost like round or half circle. This has a different way of the increasing is more I don't remember exactly. It's really easy, but it was different than a lot of the other shawls I have made, and it's super easy. It's hand-dyed yarn and a lot going on both in the yarn and in the pattern, so it may look a little bit messy. I would really like to knit it again with a calmer yarn. This is lamb's wool from Rauma, hand-dyed by Verbit. And I think especially this last part is fantastic. It's romantic and nice. So this is for the midsummer. I can show you one more. That's more like the winter. This is a bunad shawl. In Norway we have bunad, that is our national costume. And we use it, of course, when we have the 17th of May, Constitution Day, but we also use it if there is a wedding or like a different kind of family parties in a way. And because of the weather and because some of the bunad jackets are really heavy cape, how to say, it's like a poncho almost. I think shawl is a better solution. So this one I knitted for my daughter, but it turned out I should have made it into navy, so I have made another one in navy. But this is going to be mine. It's black finull from Rauma, 100% Norwegian wool. It's super easy. It's garter stitch, and then some eyelets, and then the fringes. And this is a pattern from Norsk Husflid, a traditional one. I'm going to make more of these. I'm working on them because bunad shawl is something a lot of people could need. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit tight here. I think just one more thing. I have a lot of things lying around. The last I want to show you is a shawl based on two different patterns, my go-to patterns, and that is Skeindeer from Sofia Kapelle, Sophia's Tales, that I have made an episode about, and partly it is from lovely Leaf Shawl, a Norwegian designer, Strikkelisa. So I have made a lot of shawls in Rauma lamb's wool, mostly, where I have used lovely Leaf Shawl as the main part, and then I have the lace from Skeindeer. Lovely Leaf Shawl has extremely long wings, so it's not so deep, and it's like a scarf with garter stripes, and then this lovely edging from Sofia Kapelle. This is not lamb's wool from Rauma. This is something else. It's a Gjesdal, I think. But I have made it in Raima lamb's wool that I have a lot of. Here is the lovely leaf shawl with a simple what's it called? When I sit like this and talk, I sometimes get some blackout. Picot ending. This is so easy. I can knit it when I sleep, almost. I have some more. I haven't worn this. I've knitted it and put it away. This is lamb's wool. I was given a lot of lamb's wool, I just have to say that. So I have loads. With some playful colors. And the stripes are different. I just wanted to, well, play a little bit more with the colors, with the yellow. And then I made one in Rauma Finull, and one of them, as you can see, is hand dyed, and that is Verbit. Again, Verbit, as always. So sometimes I combine different shawl patterns. Now I think I'll take a break and I will maybe make another one. If you want to have a look, there will be more, and if you're tired of shawls, that's okay. You can find more details about and information in my Ravelry. I have a project for every shawl. I will give you the links, so take a look at the links if you want to know. And there are a lot of nice shawl books also, but I haven't got them here right now. In Ravelry there is a world of shawls, so you should have a look. Well, that was all from me today, and I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, mostly in Norwegian, but we have Patreon and Ko-fi if you want to support us. And usually we are two, but today it was only me. And I would like to do more episodes like this in the future. It's okay to talk about everything that we make, but to kind of have a narrower theme, I think also is exciting. So what do you think? You can please tell me in the comments section below. Well, until we meet again, bye bye.